The Tuesday, Board of License Commissioners for Tuesday, May 23rd is now in session. We do expect Chief Keenan to be here. We also have Fire Deputy Chief Paul Griffith sitting in for the police chief. Do you want to say a few words at all before we start, Paul?
No, thanks, Joe.
I feel I want to just give you the opportunity.
Okay.
Before we start, I just want to read the open meeting law. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. With that, I'll steal one of Mrs. Manning's pens. And we will start with agenda item number 1. Hearing regarding the request of Discover Quincy for 4 wine and malt licenses on June 16th, 23rd, 30th, and July 7th to benefit the arts at the Woodward Schools, Westner Hall, 20 Greenleaf Street. Miss Amy Huber, Vice President. Hi, Amy. How are you?
Hi, how are you today? Thank you.
So here is the application. This is for the Gallery Summer Fridays Art Pop-Up. And this is over right at the school, right?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you tell us about what it is?
This is part of Discover Quincy's 50 Days of Freedom. I'm joined by my board member, Discover Quincy, Manciona, Craig's Cafe. We'll have those dates that you mentioned. It's a free event. We'll have an art gallery as well as vendors selling crafts and other artisan wares. We are applying for a malt and wine license for those events. It will be a cash bar operated by Craig's Cafe. Discover Quincy will provide light refreshments.
Okay. Before I open it up to board members, is this the first time you've done this?
No, we've done this a couple
I
of
thought
times.
so.
Yeah. We did it in 2015 at the Woolworths building for 6 nights, and then we had, we didn't do an actual
Oh, that's right, the
6-night
Wool,
event.
okay,
Yeah.
now, okay. Now we're over at a new location. Perfect, perfect. Anybody in the audience have any comments, questions? Seeing none, we'll close it. Board members, comments, questions? Before we get a motion, before I get a motion from Mr. Duca, Craig's Cafe.
Yep.
I forgot your name.
Tom.
Tom, I know you have your outdoor patio. Did you ever come before us to get it extended for beer and wine?
No,
yet?
that's in the process.
That's in the,
They
I just wanted to make sure that you knew that,
Yeah.
we talked about this last year, and I just want to make sure you
Yeah.
come before us to get it, because we had discussed it.
Yes.
Nothing to do with it, but while we had him here,
Two birds with one.
we'd grab him. So, board members, what's your pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Discover Quincy for 4 wine and malt licenses on June 16th, 23rd, 30th, and July 7th to benefit the arts at the Woodward Schools, Westner Hall, 20 Greenleaf Street, represented by Ms. Amy Huber, Vice President.
Second.
And what are the hours of operation for the
6
events?
p.m. to 10 p.m.
6 to 10. And do you need tickets for it?
You do not, it's a free
You do
event.
not. Free. Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Discover Quincy for 4 wine and malt licenses on June 16th, June 23rd, June 30th, and July 7th to benefit the arts at the Woodward Schools, Westner Hall, 20 Greenleaf Street, from 6 to 10 p.m. on all 4 nights, represented by Ms. Amy Huber, the Vice President. All in favor?
Aye.
You're all
Thank
set.
you very much.
That was quick, huh? Yes. Agenda item number 2, hearing regarding the request of Elena's Cafe for a 1-day wine and malt license for June 26, 2017, from 4:30 to 7:30 at the NFPA 1 Battery March Park, and also for October 30th, 2017 at NFPA 1 Battery March Park. Sam Mishkeri. Sam, how are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you guys?
Very good. Nice to see you here
Nice
today.
to see you too.
So these are things that we've been granted you these 1-day licenses for the last couple of years.
Yes,
We've never had an issue up there. And again, these are private functions for the NFPA,
yes.
and it's not open to the
It's
public.
not over the public.
Before I open it up to board members, anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none, board members, any questions?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Elena's Cafe for 2 one-day wine and malt licenses on June 26th from 4:30 to 7:30 at NFPA 1 Battery March Park And on October 30th, same hours of operation, same day.
Same, yeah.
Represented by Sam Muscuri.
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Elena's Cafe for 2 one-day wine and malt licenses, June 26, 2017, 4:30 to 7:30, and October 30th, 2017, 4:30 to 7:30, at the NFPA 1 Battery March Park, represented by Sam Mishkira. All in favor?
Aye.
Sam, you're all set.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 3. This one here, right? Okay. This is the hearing regarding the request of LD's Deals on Wheels LLC DBA Prestige Auto, 147 Coddington Street, for a Motor 2 used car license, Mr. Larry Allen.
Good afternoon,
Hello.
folks.
Good afternoon. Why don't you explain what we're doing here at Prestige Auto over at 147 Coddington Street?
So, I've been Neil Crowley, and I'm helping out Mr. Allen with the paperwork for this. He's purchasing the auto lot on 147 Coddington Street, just in front of the car wash, next to the YMCA, from Mr. Aaron Osborne, who is the owner and been operating it for several years. Mr. Allen's been in the auto business himself, buying used cars, buying and selling. He's excited to have an opportunity to have a lot for himself. He's discussed with Mr. Osborne to increase the lot, the number of cars. I think it may be 6 now, so.
It is 6. This license originated up on Willard Street, up a little bit past Blue Hill Gas. And they did have 10 cars when they were up there, and when they came down here, I don't know if you've been by the site or not, it's a tight spot. We gave them 6 cars. I have no doubt that we're gonna pass it here today for 6 cars. It's an existing facility. If you wanna go up, increase the number of cars, you really should have a meeting with the ward councilor, and then you can come back to us and increase if you want.
Sure.
Okay? Again, it's 6 cars right now. It's an existing facility. I have no doubt that it's gonna pass unanimously, but with that.
I would second that because also if you should have some kind of plan, some scale plan. It's a busy area over there, a lot of car wash uses it, you got the vacuum cleaners. So even prior to meeting with the ward council, you're gonna have to submit a plan of some kind of how the cars are gonna be laid out.
Sure.
I mean, I think, how many cars can you fit on the inside? You can probably fit 6 on, because they do detailing there too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Before we have any more questions, anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, or concerns?
I got one quick question.
Go ahead.
John Rutherford, 62 Grand Wall Road. Is it gonna be like buy here, pay here? Are you gonna do like your own financing, or is it gonna be more traditional used car where you're gonna use bank financing?
There'll be financing available. It'll be third-party financing through a financing company.
Okay, but it's not like you own your own financing company. I mean,
No, not at this point.
and it's nothing to do with the Prestige. There's like another Prestige that does a lot of stuff. This is sort of independent of that Prestige.
Completely different.
You know what I'm saying? That was confusing to me. That's why I was saying that. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hours of operation are 9 to 2 on Saturdays and 9 to 5 Monday through Friday,
Yes.
and those are gonna stay the same. Is there anyone from the car wash here? I'm just curious if they have any comments, were they the abutters?
The owner of the car wash is the landlord.
Is the landlord? Okay.
He's well aware of this,
So,
he signs the leases and everything else.
When you do come back before us, I will make sure that you have his support to move it up to 10.
Sure.
And make sure that you do meet with the ward counselor.
Makes perfect sense.
So, with that, any other comments or questions? I have one. So, you're gonna go up to the auto shop up at Blue Hills, right? Is that what it is? Up at the auction, and that's where you're gonna buy them? Are you gonna do any, you're not gonna do any motor repair work there?
No, just sales
So-
and detail cars.
And if a car has to go out, where will you be sending it? Does he have a place to send it to do motor work?
Yes,
And where would it be going?
in Boston.
Into Boston? As long as you have a place lined up to do it and you're not doing it there. And if you're doing any type of, you're not allowed to do any type of spray painting or anything else, I don't believe there's a spray paint booth inside there. We've had issues with other facilities. You know, even if you want to take a door off and spray it, you can't. It has to be all done in a booth that's licensed. The fire department has to inspect it and all that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So there's no repairs at this facility?
No repairs. This is just auto sales,
And
auto
this,
sales.
this was an original transfer of a license from another location that went here?
It was-
from
yeah.
Willard Street, the end of Willard Street.
Okay.
It was moved down to here probably back in 2014, I believe, somewhere in that area there.
It's in
Say 15
October
or 16.
2015.
October of 2015.
He moved up from Willard Street.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All of the other necessary paperwork is here, the sign-off sheets, emergency contact, police work, workman's comp, bond, we're all set, everything looks good. Board members, your pleasure.
And you're Mr. Larry King?
Larry Allen.
Larry Allen. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a motion to grant,
I just have
oh,
one thing.
sure, please.
Go right ahead.
Inspector Wong, the fire department came by a couple of times, but nobody was there. Before you open up, if you just call fire prevention, have them come, just check the building out again, that's all, and he'll issue you a permit.
No problem.
Okay?
So it'll be pending final inspection from the fire department.
Sure. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of LD's Wheels, Deals on Wheels LLC DBA Prestige Auto, 147 Coddington Street for a Motor 2 used car license. Represented by Larry Allen. Hours of operation Saturday 9 to 2, Monday through Friday 9 to 5, pending inspection from the fire department.
And it's 6 cars.
And for 6 vehicles.
Second?
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of LB's Deals on Wheels LLC DBA Prestige Auto 147 Coddington Street for a Motor 2 used car license for 6 cars. Represented by Mr. Larry Allen. Hours of operation Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 2. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
You're all set.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good luck, okay? Agenda item number 4, hearing regarding the request of the Quincy Lodge of Elks, number 934, BPOE Inc., 254 Quarry Street, for alteration of premise, outside patio, 2,970 square feet. Mr. Frank Bertoni. Frank, how are you today?
Very fine, thank you.
We're finally getting the outside patio squared away, huh?
Yeah, it's 943, not 934, but okay.
What is it, 934?
943.
Okay,
That's what backwards.
yeah, that's all right, 943.
Paperwork's right, that's all.
That's all that counts.
Yeah, it is right on the paperwork.
I got the intention isn't to serve drinks out there per se. It's to make it legal for the people that are there and they go out in the patio.
Yeah, if
And
they
the
want
other
to have a
thing is-
cigarette, they can go out there and
And the
have a
change in
drink.
society, the Terrell Room's getting a lot of requests for outdoor weddings. And that would make it easy. And they would set up a bar for that,
Yep, that's
but that would be it.
absolutely no problem at all. I will say that Police Chief Paul Keenan is abstaining because he is a member of the
In good
Elks.
standing, by the way.
I want to see the receipt for the dues paid. How much is the
Show you my
dues?
fob. I don't know, about
If
9
you're
bucks?
in good standing, you should know the
97 and a
price.
quarter.
Yeah, there you go. It's a bargain.
It's a bargain.
Food's great up there
There
too.
you go. They do a great job up at the Elks. You guys really do. We're very happy that you're up there, and we've never had any issues up there. Any issues up there?
No.
That's
Where are you gonna put the patio?
The patios are existing.
The
We're not adding anything to the patios,
Yeah.
we're not increasing capacity, and we're not putting outside music. We're
Okay.
just trying to make it legal and legit, so if people, they wanna go out with a beer with their cigarette, they go out and smoke it,
Mhm.
okay? And if there's a wedding in the
The
trail that they
overflow.
request an outdoor, they can have it, that's what we want.
Perfect.
There's no residents on that side?
No, well, they've been notified,
Okay.
yeah.
Everything is in order. Boom, boom, boom.
And they give you, there's pictures of
There's
everything.
pictures here leading out.
Do I like?
My niece actually got married up there, which was an awesome day a few years back. All of the paperwork is in order. How did you like going online and filling it all out?
That's another story, we'll get to that later.
All right, I just want to make sure.
He loves
Um,
it.
Yeah,
I will say that the outdoor patio, the hours of operation are 11 to 11, so they have to be off the patio by 11 o'clock with alcohol. They can still go out there and have a cigarette after 11, but they can't be out there with alcohol after 11. And the patio can be open from Patriots' Day to Columbus Day, so basically April to October. And that's how it is for all of the patios in the city of Quincy.
that I'm writing down.
Okay.
Frank, how many people can fit out there? More than 100?
Oh, no, at the members patio, there's plenty seating for 20. At the,
You're gonna have weddings, I mean.
if they had a wedding, they put up chairs. If they want an outdoor wedding, they put up chairs for the wedding.
Would it be more than 100 at that?
They could do 100 out
The
there.
reason I'm asking, in case you put up a tent, you need a permit from the fire department.
Yeah, that's the Terrell room that does that. We don't rent tents.
Okay.
Okay, they do that, but they do everything by the book, and
Okay.
they're in constant contact with the fence inspector.
Thank you.
So, what were the hours again, sir?
11 to 11.
11 to 11.
Got it.
Any other comments, questions in the, before we open it up, do we look for, anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, concerns? See none.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of the Quincy Lodge of Elks, number 943 BPOE Inc., 254 Quarry Street for alteration of premises for an outside patio, 2,970 square feet, represented by Mr. Frank Bertoni, from Patriots' Day to Columbus Day, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of the Quincy Lodge of Elks, number 943 BPOE Inc., 254 Quarry Street for alteration of premise, outside patio, 2,970 square feet, hours of operation, Patriots' Day to Columbus Day from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., no outside music. All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set. Frank, thank you very much.
See you, Frank.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jump the gun.
We're going to skip, agenda item number 5 has been pushed to June 6th regarding the request of Rite Aid for alteration of premise. And we're going to jump up to agenda item number 7, hearing regarding the request of Jet 8 Group LLC, 681 Hancock Street, Judy Chen, the manager, for a corporate name change to Jet.
Judy Chen, I just want to correct one thing, I'm not the manager. I don't know why that said that.
Okay.
I'm the lawyer.
No, it has Judy Chen manager, yeah, we have it right on ours.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yep, so as you stated, Mr. Chairman, we're here before you with an ABCCA application to amend the change of legal structure. Essentially, the existing LLC is changing to a corporation. In your packet, you should have the original certificate of organization issued by the Secretary of State's office. The approved articles of entity conversion from a domestic other entity, namely the LLC, to a domestic business entity, a corporation. As I said, it's been approved by the Secretary of State. Ms. Chen is not contemplating any change of owner, manager, location, or any conveyance.
Before we open up to the board, anybody in the audience have any comments, questions, concerns? Seeing none. Judy, you guys do a great job down there. Anytime you go down there and we ask you to do something, you take care of it right away, so thank you very much. Board members, comments, questions?
I just know Inspector Wong went out and said everything was great there, so.
I mean, in constant touch with Inspector Wong.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Jet 8 Group LLC, 681 Hancock Street, Judy Chen, manager, for a corporate name change to Jet 8 Inc., represented by Robert E. Byrd, Jr., Esquire.
Second?
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of Jet 8 Group LLC, 681 Hancock Street, Judy Chen, the manager, for a corporate name change to Jet 8 Inc., and it's represented by Robert E. Byrd, Jr., Esquire. All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Judy, we'll see you later, okay? We have one housekeeping item, and this is also a change of corporation and DBA. This is a housekeeping item. It is from another Tedeschi's that is being converted into a 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven bought all of the Tedeschi's a few years ago. We had a corporate name change last year for the one down on Washington Street. This is the exact same thing, but this is the one 751 East Squantum Street out in Squantum. The hours of operation aren't changing. I had some questions from,
We'll confirm with that.
yeah, they're not, but if they do change, they have to come before us anyway, and they'd have to get your permission too, so.
Yep.
That, the hours of operation are staying the same. My inspectors have been down there to talk with the owner. So bless you.
Excuse me.
So without any further ado, I did let Ward Councilor Harris know that there would not be any change of hours just because it's a 7-Eleven. Doesn't mean it's gonna go 24 hours a day. So with that, anybody in the audience have any comments, questions? Seeing none, board members.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of East Quantum Tea Inc., DBA Tedeschi's Food Shop, 751 East Quantum Street, for a change of corporation and DBA to Squantum Bay Convenient Corp., DBA 711 37465A.
Second?
Motion made and seconded to grant the request of East Squantum Tea Inc., DBA Tedeschi's Food Shop, 751 East Squantum Street, for a change of corporation and DBA to Squantum Bay Convenient Corp., DBA 711 37465A. All in favor? Aye. That is passed 5-0. We will forward the paperwork into the ABCC and give that to Ms. Manning. With that, do I have a motion to accept the minutes and waive the reading from the previous meeting?
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. That concludes the licensing board meeting for May 23rd, 2017. Thank you very much, and we'll be meeting again on June 6th. Everybody have a very nice, safe, happy, holiday long weekend.
You too.
All right. Time.